God-level duplication system. Chapter 42. Compensate. I lost. I am convinced this is a bet, you take it. Zhang Minglian coughed up blood and said in a low voice. He didn't even dare to look directly at Lin Xuan. As for denying it, he didn't think about it at all. Lin Xuan is in the enlightened state, so he can defeat the qi-gathering state that seriously injured him. The talent is so strong that there is no need to elaborate. This kind of genius is not something he, his cousin Zhang Tao, or even the family behind them can afford. Not only did he happily give it away, it was almost half of the bets he had saved over the past few years. He also planned to ask Zhang Tao to apologize to Lin Xuan to resolve the grievance. Lin Xuan put the 3 defective spirit stones on the ground into the storage ring, and was about to turn around and leave. With these cultivation resources, it is enough for him to practice for a long time. At this time, a hurried voice came. Brother Lin, please wait a moment. Lin Xuan heard the reputation and saw Zhang Tao walking over quickly. Lin Xuan's expression turned cold. This guy still dares to pester him endlessly. He has to be more ruthless. But seeing Zhang Tao approaching, he bowed and cupped his hands and said, Senior brother Lin, it was my younger brother's fault before. Please don't remember the villain's mistakes. Please forgive my younger brother once. This is my brother's apology, please accept it. The attitude is sincere and respectful, as if treating an elder, rather than an outer disciple who started with him. Seeing this, all the disciples around were in an uproar and were shocked. As a potential disciple, Zhang Tao is a genius disciple among the few new disciples next to Lin Xuan, and his reputation is not small. In particular, he has always acted in a high-profile manner, loves vanity, and pays great attention to face. In the past 3 days, Zhang Tao has done some things, which has proved this point. But now, he has become so humble and respectful. Is this still the Zhang Tao they knew and heard about? All the disciples couldn't help being a little unbelievable. However, they soon understood. Because Zhang Tao faced Lin Xuan, a top talent with unlimited potential who can beat the qi-gathering realm at the enlightenment realm. As long as this kind of genius does not fall, it will not be too difficult to become a true disciple in the future. It is even possible to become a high-ranking sect, the top powerhouse in the entire Kangyuan kingdom. Such an existence cannot be offended by Zhang Tao or even the forces behind it. Therefore, Zhang Tao, who has always been arrogant, had to lower his face, bow his head, and admit his mistake to Lin Xuan. Thinking of this, everyone understood. But at the same time, he was even more shocked by Lin Xuan's terrifying talent. Lin Xuan frowned, his eyes showed surprise. Didn't expect Zhang Tao to change his normal routine? He also didn't expect it to become like this. Let me see. Immediately, he took the storage ring and checked it. So much. Immediately, Lin Xuan couldn't help but his heart skipped a beat. There are a lot of elixir in it, which are all cultivation resources for the enlightened state. The combined value of these is probably far more than the 3 defective spirit stones. Lin Xuan even felt that these were enough for him to break through to the qi-gathering realm. These cultivation resources should not only be provided by the sect to potential disciples, but also supported by the big family in the county behind Zhang Tao. However, judging from what Zhang Tao meant, he gave so many cultivation resources, together with the storage ring, to himself as an apology. This made Lin Xuan somewhat incomprehensible. Lin Xuan looked at Zhang Tao and saw Zhang Tao looked respectful and awe-inspiring without the slightest hint of arrogance before. Looking around, all the disciples around him also looked in awe and worship. Lin Xuan pondered for a while, a look of trance flashed in his eyes. It turned out that Zhang Tao was frightened by the talent he showed after crushing Zhang Minglian. Will become like this? For playboys like Zhang Tao, Lin Xuan didn't have any good impressions. However, he can still enjoy the benefit of being delivered to his door. Well, in this case, the previous grievances will be settled. We no longer have any relationship. Lin Xuan put away the storage ring and said calmly. Hearing this, Zhang Tao looked overjoyed and quickly bowed and said, Thank you, Senior Brother Lin. Thank you, Senior Brother Lin. However, if you commit a crime against me again in the future, I will not be polite. Lin Xuan's voice came again. Yes, Senior Brother Lin, don't worry, I assure you, there will never be a next time. Zhang Tao replied respectfully. He didn't dare to provoke top talents like Lin Xuan anymore. How dare they face each other again? Lin Xuan nodded, looking at Zhang Tao's respectful appearance. He couldn't help being a little funny. This guy, is he terrified? Immediately, I didn't bother to pay any attention, turned around and walked towards the small building. This time, with the cultivation resources in his hands, he should go back to continue his retreat and improve his realm strength. Also, after the news of today's battle spreads, it should cause quite a stir in the outer sect. At that time, a lot of energy points will also be credited. It can be said to be a double harvest. Lin Xuan was also quite satisfied. Afterwards, under the attention of everyone on the field, Lin Xuan's figure faded away until he disappeared from sight, and everyone came back to their senses. Looking at Zhang Tao, Zhang Mingliang, and a group of younger brothers who were in the same place, they sighed and sighed, and they all dispersed. This was big news, and they couldn't wait to go back and share it and spread it. It has to be said that no matter which world you are in, gossip is the nature of human beings. And after everyone on the field left, a group of younger brothers just woke up like a dream, and ran over to help the boss Zhang Mingliang up. Zhang Tao also walked over, took out a healing elixir, and fed it to Zhang Mingliang. Zhang Mingliang got better now and stopped coughing up blood. Xiao Tao, what did you give senior brother Lin? Zhang Mingliang looked at Zhang Tao and asked. All my cultivation resources, including those supported by my family, which allow me to manage things up and down and gain a firm foothold in the outer gate, are all given to senior brother Lin. I guess that with senior brother Lin's talent, it is very likely that his cultivation resources have been exhausted in the past 3 days to have such a strong strength. So, I gave all the cultivation resources to senior brother Lin as an apology. Hearing this, Zhang Mingliang was silent for a while before saying, Xiao Tao, you did the right thing. Brother Lin can accept this compensation, which means that your guess is correct. Brother Lin's talent is very strong, far beyond our imagination. It is already very good to be able to use this little resource to turn into grievances. As for the cultivation resources you lost, just earn them again. After a while, when my injury is almost healed, I will take you out to hunt monsters and gain some experience by the way. Thank you, cousin. Zhang Tao clapped his hands back. No, we are all family. Zhang Mingliang waved his hand and continued. But I want to remind you, this is not the clan, nor the county, but Liu Yunzong, one of the top forces in our Kangyuan kingdom. Here, any elder from the outer sect can easily destroy our Zhang family. Many people, such as senior brother Lin, we can't afford to mess with. I want you to temper your temper a little bit. Otherwise, I won't be able to save you next time. Yes, cousin. Zhang Tao replied solemnly. At this moment, the two didn't even dare to say Lin Xuan's name, they only dared to call senior brother Lin.